Hey people, welcome to the channel, and in this case we're going to be analyzing the body cam of the officer responding to the incident in a mall in Allen, Texas. This is from May 6, 2023. And I didn't remember exactly which one it was, given that there's several of these, unfortunately, but some things here already there's stuff to be learned here, okay? So do stay for the video. Before I go on, I want to thank everyone that is following me on Instagram. It's Furfal308. I don't always get enough time to respond to everyone, of course. Pretty much impossible to do that, but I try to read everything and I try to do content related to what you guys are asking through Instagram and here in the comments, of course, in YouTube as well. Also, if you want to learn more about all of this stuff, especially the tactical use of firearms, you can benefit a lot from Street Survival Skills, where I put a lot of the knowledge that I've acquired over the years, different classes, and analyzing stuff like this. So, Street Survival Skills and Surviving the Economic Collapse for the economic aspect of preparedness. I also have the link to my movies and video games channel. If you haven't checked it out already, I try to have fun with that. It is entertaining, and I would definitely appreciate a subscription if you want to go check it out. There's the link as well. Let's get to this, and it starts in this way in which probably what most people that sign up to be an officer, the good, the happy parts of the job, I guess, which is interacting with the community, having, conversations with the community that you're serving and protecting, and people that are treating you nicely, looking up at the officer, like these two kids.
Wear your seatbelts when mommy's driving, okay? You understand? Okay? Okay? All right. All right, you can be good.
Escuchaste. Say always the
Seatbelt.
Laughs, happy moments. You're having a good time. You're the cop in the mall, and kids are, oh yeah, I'll wear my seatbelt. And the guy is probably thinking, good God, I mean, this is what I want. This is the job. This is what I want to do. But of course, it is not. And how quickly it goes from this to the nightmare, to the most horrible aspect of the same job. And this is the job the man signed up to, okay? But this could happen to you as well. This could happen to you having a good time in the mall with your family, with your kids. You're in the, eatery or whatnot, and all of a sudden, laughter, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. And that's exactly what they hear. Now, I'll bring down the volume because YouTube is a little bit about that, but he hears that, and he is, yeah.
Shots fired at the outlet mall.
First thing he does, communicates. He tells, of course, it's his job. He's a cop. For the average citizen that you're not, I mean, you could react in a certain way. You could call 911. You would assume that there's security or law enforcement or some kind of police or security presence in a large establishment like this one, but it wouldn't be out of the question to, first thing you do is put yourself in a safe position, call, and then do what the officer does, which is get himself his rifle, his AR. He has it right there, so he picks his gun up and he goes, right? That's what he signed up to. That's his job. So your job is keeping your family safe. His job is, unfortunately, going towards those shots being fired. He does put around, chambers around, and we have AR with an EOTech, aim point. Both are great. No magnification. So you don't have any magnification in your scope. Still great scopes. You also have a couple mags attached. So you have two magazines, one attached to the other with one of these little gadgets. So we do hear he starts screaming, he starts telling people to get out of the way, he starts doing, and here's where, I mean, you have to be worried about, what am I gonna be coming across? Is this guy just some person that's running out of there? At some point here, he shouts to the guy, drop it. He sees someone holding something. People talk to him. But one of the things that's very telling, he hears boom, 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 boom. There's a certain cadence, there's a certain rhythm of those rounds being fired. And before I even knew which video this was about, before I even looked into the suspect, well, now the person that we know was responsible for this, when I heard those, a certain consistency in the time between shots, I first thought, damn, that is not good. That is someone that knows what he's doing. That's someone that knows how to use a gun. And sure enough, the person responsible for this, the attacker, had some firearms training. He was a security officer, and he had signed up for the military, and he was discharged for psychological issues, mental problems. So that says a lot about who this guy was, but he had some kind of firearms training, besides using, obviously, an AR, because you hear enough rounds being fired. But man, that is as bad as it could possibly get for you, who has to go towards those rounds, okay? Maybe get the sling over in case you drop it or falls or something, depending on how he has his setup ready there. And you hear the agitation, the finger off the trigger guard, but it's not just cardio, it is adrenaline. It is you being worried. The adrenaline is pumping through your body. Everything must be super stiff, and you're just looking for the threat. Where is this going? What's happening here? He hears, and there's several rounds. Here is where it would be perfectly normal for you to think, I want to preserve my life. I want my kids to have a father. I'll just wait for the rest of the guys to show up. But you know what? Anyone that does this because of a calling, an officer that is really doing this because of he believes in the job, that guy will also be thinking, each round I hear is probably a life, is probably a kid, is probably a man with his family, a woman. And you know what? Even though you're scared, you also think, if that was my kids, if it was my wife and my kids in that mall, I would want that officer to run towards it, not just wait for the other ones to arrive, for backup to arrive. No, you want that guy, and it is his obligation to respond to that. And respond he does, as scared as he sure is, as stressful as this is, as terrible as this is, he does respond. And we see him approaching, and we see him looking around, and he hears those rounds, and then he takes some action himself. He approaches. He does look as if he's taking cover, which is very smart of him. He exposes himself a little bit, but you don't have much of an option if you keep on advancing, which is, yeah, that's the risk you're taking. Now, as he gets closer, he takes aim, and he's touching his aim point, turning it on, making sure it's on. Maybe it wasn't, and there he goes. Boom, boom, boom. And those rounds do the job that they're intended to. He takes a few more rounds there as well, and he keeps on advancing. Drop the gun, which is expected because you don't know if he's wearing plates. You just see him going down, but what do you know? I mean, he may be wearing plates. He may be pretending. He may be just playing dead for you to get closer, and then a few rounds and you're done. You're wearing probably soft Kevlar panels. It will do nothing to keep you safe from 5.56. So you just have to be extra super careful. No matter what you're being shot at, anything can just be the end for you. But he approaches, moving in those columns, using that as cover. And as he gets closer, he sees that the rounds did hit the job, and he sees another officer. He tells the officer, don't fire. I'm here. He just makes sure that he's being heard.
I'm by Sunflower's Front. I'm moving up on him. Who's just behind me?
He wants to know if there's backup.
Watch your fire!
Watch your fire. You don't want to be the guy that catches one because of some other officer that sees a guy with a gun and he thinks, that's a shooter. No, it's you. But at those distances, even the uniform.
Is he down?
Yeah, he's down.
Down, bro.
Super nervous, adrenaline pumping like crazy. He's down. He keeps on screaming to the guy. Notice how he has to confirm, right? We got him. He has to say, we got him. That's how much these guys rely on one another. Even though he's right there, we got him. He's seeing it, but the other guy confirms, yeah, we got him. That's when he relaxes. That's how much you end up having to trust that other guy, that other officer. That's how much you need to trust on his training, on his ability to make decisions for you. Even stuff like this, which is, yeah, you see him. Oh, but you're just used to relying on the other guy. Anyway, I think this was great work from these officers, and yeah, he did what he had to do, and he did it well. Unfortunately, this was, you know, as well as he did, the best he could. Several people, well, you know how this goes. Guys, that's gonna be all for now. Subscribe to the channel. See you on our next video. Take care.